Good afternoon, everyone. It is both an honor and a pleasure to welcome you all to this remarkable occasion, the celebration of the Barbados School Nutrition Policy Healthy Initiative. Today is a celebration of vision, hard work, and the commitment to shaping a healthier future for our students. I am Damara Boyne, Language Arts Coordinator here at George Lamming Primary, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon's program. We are especially honored to be joined by several distinguished guests whose presence elevates the significance of this event. Please help me as I welcome the Honorable Davidson Ishmael, Member of Parliament and Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Dr. Ramona Archer Bradshaw, Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Educational Transformation. Ms. Francine Charles, Program Manager at the Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition. Dr. Amalia Del Riego, who is the representative for the Pan American Health Organization for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. Mr. Brian Payne, Deputy Nutritionist of the National Nutrition Center. Mr. Marlon Wilson, Principal of George Lamming Primary School. We are also grateful for the presence and leadership of Mrs. Heather Phillips-Boyce, Education Officer in the Ministry of Educational Transformation, whose coordination made this event possible. Other distinguished representatives from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, as well as the Ministry of Educational Transformation, members of the Barbados School Nutrition Policy Implementation Committee, specially invited guests, principals, Mr. Stuart Mears and Ms. Broom Christie of St. Giles and the Rock Christian Schools, respectively. The incredible members of George Lamming Primary who collaborated on the policy document, namely Mr. Tobias Walren and Ms. Jennedy Haynes. Our teachers and support staff who helped bring nutrition to life in the classroom. And of course, you, our students, who have embraced healthy habits and inspired us every step of the way. Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we shine light on the outstanding work being done in schools to advance national health goals through proper nutrition, education, and policy implementation. In December 2024, the Pan American Health Organization issued a challenge to primary schools, encouraging them to document and showcase evidence of their commitment to promoting healthy initiatives. This challenge aimed to reinforce the Barbados School Nutrition Policy and motivate students to adopt healthier lifestyles. Schools across the island responded with innovative proposals, showcasing a wide range of activities that a team from the Barbados School Nutrition Policy Implementation Committee subsequently verified. Today, we acknowledge 3 schools that have excelled in this challenge, each receiving a voucher worth $4,000 and 1 school earning the coveted trophy for outstanding commitment to promoting healthy initiatives. Receiving these awards was no small feat. It represents a national recognition of each school's excellence in creating an environment where healthy eating is not only encouraged, but it's celebrated and sustained. It is now my distinct pleasure to invite Mr. Marlon Wilson, Principal of George Lamming Primary, to deliver welcoming remarks. Mr. Wilson's unwavering passion for the Barbados School Nutrition Policy has been evident since his tenure at St. Bernard's Primary in St. Joseph. Please join me, as we welcome Mr. Wilson.
Pleasant good afternoon to all. For once, I will be brief. There are many others who have to speak, but I just want to say welcome to all of our distinguished guests. Welcome to the George Lamming Primary School. I know sometimes this comes across as a cliche statement when persons say, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule, because these gentlemen and ladies here, indeed, their schedules are always busy and full. So the fact that you have graced us with your presence this afternoon speaks to the authenticity of your individual commitment as national and regional leaders to supporting the concepts and practices embedded in the National Nutrition Policy, which is to promote healthy eating and drinking. Our commitment here at the George Lamming Primary School is to use our winning nutrition project proposal as a manifesto. We believe that our interpretation of the policy can work because we have found ways to integrate the practices being promoted by the policy in our day-to-day curriculum operations. The National School Nutrition Policy has marked 3 years since its inception. Resilience is needed because this cause is indeed worthy. Despite the bumps and the grinds of the process, let us celebrate the successes gained along the way, like this one, my colleagues. May we be encouraged to stay the fight to help those who we lead towards improved health and improved living. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson. I now invite a true champion and proponent of the Barbados School Nutrition Policy at the Ministry of Educational Transformation, Dr. Ramona Archer-Bradshaw, who will share her reflections of the role of nutrition in educational success and offer remarks on behalf of the Ministry of Educational Transformation. Dr. Archer-Bradshaw.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, teachers, principals, incredible students, good afternoon. Today is truly a special occasion as we come together to celebrate you, the winners of the Barbados School Nutrition Policy Healthy Initiative Competition. And I want you to give yourselves a huge round of applause. Because you deserve every single clap. Winning isn't just about trophies or prizes. It's about the remarkable effort, the teamwork, and the dedication that you have shown in reshaping the food and physical activity environment within your schools. You have proven that small, smart choices create a big ripple effect. As we all know, eating nutritious foods and staying active, as well as making healthy choices, help us to grow strong, feel great, and perform our best, if it's at school or at work. With your schools participating in this initiative, you've set an example that will inspire others, not just your peers, but your families, your friends, and your communities, and you're inspiring them to embrace healthier lifestyles. Being recognized here today means that you have worked hard and that you have been very creative. You have shown that being healthy isn't just about following rules. It's about finding joy and having pride in yourselves. And to this end, I commend your principals and your teachers, as well as your parents, for offering you the support that you can continue to be healthy. You can continue to follow a healthy journey. But let's remember that your journey doesn't stop here. Winning here today is just the start. I want you to continue to be healthy. I want you to continue to eat healthily so that you will continue to win at life. So a special congratulations to George Lamming, the Rock Christian School, and St. Giles Primary, because you are our champions today, and we'll be forever looking up to you to see how you continue. So keep up the incredible work and strive always, always to reach your fullest potential. So once again, here today and within the ministry, we will continue to celebrate you. I ask you to keep shining, and most importantly, keep making the best decisions when it comes to eating healthily and when it comes to staying active. Again, congratulations to you.
Thank you, Dr. Archer Bradshaw. And I hope you were paying attention, because she said it doesn't stop because we won. We have to continue. The Barbados School Nutrition Policy Healthy Initiative competition was conceptualized and sponsored by the Pan American Health Organization. I warmly welcome Dr. Del Riego, PAHO's representative for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, to share a few words with us.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm a little short, so I'm trying to see you from behind the podium. It is really a pleasure to be here today, distinguished all authorities and participants, but more importantly, the students, the teachers, the principals, and the parents that really engage in this activity as a means of giving life to a huge effort of the government of Barbados, the Ministry of Health, and partners in terms of the development and approval of the National School Nutrition Policy. It is a huge achievement, and you are very lucky, because not all countries have reached that far. So on behalf of the Pan American Health Organization and the World Health Organization, I warmly congratulate you for this achievement, recognizing the George Lamming School to be in the school that now we hold the trophy, and hopefully we'll try to keep it for the next 5 years. I want to also congratulate Giles Primary and Rock Christian Primary that made a successful and outstanding effort, and to just encourage you that you compete to get this trophy next year. And maybe we will need to have a different trophy, because hopefully you can keep the trophy and you will have a trophy. In that way, we will really try to make this a very engaging and live intervention. So the Barbados School Nutrition Policy is really a shining example of what we need to do to stop obesity and fight non-communicable diseases. So you are really in the right track, and I hope that you will maintain all of your new habits that you are learning, and also you share that with your peers, with your parents, to build a healthy future for Barbados. Nutrition is a cornerstone of your health. If you don't have health, you cannot play. If you don't have health, you cannot learn. So it is fundamental. I want to commend the Ministries of Health and Wellness and the Ministry of Education, technological and vocational training, as well as the implementation committee. This is a real multi-sectorial effort, and it's only by putting really all of our efforts together that we can advance these type of interventions. Again, to you, the students, this belongs to you, and you will now take it further. So I think I want to ask, if I may, for a second round of applause for yourself and the leaders. And the leaders that have really made this a reality. So congratulations again, and thank you for all the dedication to all the leadership and to really building a healthier Barbados, one school at a time. And this is a shining example, not only for Barbados, but we will share with the region. Congratulations again for a successful intervention. Thank you.
Thank you again, Dr. Del Riego. It is now my honor to welcome the Honorable Davidson Ishmael, Member of Parliament and Minister in the Ministry of State, and Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Wellness to deliver his remarks. His unwavering support for this initiative, as well as his presence at most of the activities related to the school nutrition policy, is a source of inspiration for all. Join me in welcoming Minister Ishmael to the podium.
Good afternoon to one and to all. I want to hear your outside voice. So even though we're inside, I want to hear your outside voice. Good afternoon to one and to all. That's much better. It is a pleasure to be here on this occasion to celebrate, I think, what is a noteworthy stage as we continue the implementation of the Barbados School Nutrition Policy. I think this is one of those moments where we have to reward and acknowledge and appreciate progress. We're moving in the right direction. There's an old African proverb that on occasions like this that always comes back to my mind. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others. Let me say that again for you students. If you want to go fast, if you want to get somewhere really quickly, you can go by yourself. You don't have to worry about anybody else, you can go by yourself, and you'll probably get there fast. But if you want to go very far, if you want to reach far distances, it's often better to go with other people. That's where cooperation comes in, partnership. And that's why I remember this moment, and I remember that proverb in this moment, because you have here represented the Ministry of Education, Transformation, you have the Ministry of Health and Wellness, you have these principals representing various schools, you have PAHO, one of our trusted partners and friends, one of our close allies. You have the Heart and Stroke Foundation and the Childhood Obesity Prevention Program. You have so many different partners and elements that have come together to be able to celebrate you and your efforts in making the Barbados School Nutrition Policy come to life. It is one thing when policymakers like myself and my colleagues come together and we come out and devise these wonderful policies and programs. And oftentimes some of them land and they reach their mark and their intended target. Sometimes they do not equally land and reach their intended target. But it's oftentimes a moment like this where we can say policy, once implemented, can actually bring about transformation. So it goes from being something written on the pages of pieces of paper to being something that we can actually see in the lives of our children. And as I say that, I want you to repeat after me, all the little ones in here. In fact, I would say to everyone, but in particular the little ones. Good health begins with me. I want your outside voices. Like how owners do it when we're outside playing playground, the teachers are going to tell them less noise. I want that voice, all right? Good health begins with me. I choose to be healthy. And I will be healthy. That is the policy of the Barbados School Nutrition Policy made flesh for you. If you can remember those 3 lines, that is really where we would actually see the level of transformation that we want to see in our country. Sadly, we have a major challenge when it comes to the health and wellness of our people, and that is non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases. You will hear people talking all the time about NCDs for short, non-communicable diseases. And these are diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, chronic respiratory illness, etc. And in our country, sadly, 8 out of 10 people are dying prematurely as a result of NCDs. And sadly, if you as a child embark, if you embark on unhealthy eating practices and lifestyles, the odds are that you will grow into an adult that has those same unhealthy eating lifestyles and practices. And that is where the challenge for us as a government lies, where we have too many of our people who are embarking upon unhealthy eating practices and lifestyles, and it is leading them to develop NCDs. And that is impacting on our productivity as a country. And of course, at the childhood level, is impacting on your ability to be a healthy, happy young person in our country. So we are serious about the school nutrition policy and its implementation. As I've said from the beginning, this marks a milestone in our progress towards the implementation of that policy. It is good to see that schools such as the St. Giles Primary, the Rock Christian Primary School, and of course George Lamming have been able to come forward so far as some of the leading champions and examples. But even as you guys have won this round, I want to use you as now an example for all of the other primary schools and even secondary schools across Barbados to see how you can now outdo these 3 primary schools so far and be able to implement your own healthy initiatives at your schools. So this is a clarion call. It is a time of celebration, yes, for reaching this milestone in the journey, but we have a long road ahead of us to change those eating habits and those bad practices that we see across our country. It begins with each and every one of you. So you have to choose to eat healthy as an individual, and then you can also encourage your parents. Look at the person next to you and say, encourage mommy and daddy to eat healthy. Man, tell your friend next to you, man, don't be frightened. We're not frightened for them. Listen, you frightened for she? You're frightened for she? Tell her, encourage mommy and daddy to eat healthy. Encourage mommy and daddy to eat healthy. So even as you do it as a child, I want you to set the example for your parents as well, so that they too can become healthier, happier human beings here in our country. So once again, congratulations to the George Lamming Primary School, congratulations to the Rock Christian Primary, congratulations to St. Giles Primary as well, and all of the schools who have been embracing and implementing these initiatives at their various school locations and plants. I want to see more of it. I want to be invited to more occasions like this where we can celebrate not only 3 schools, but even 10 and 15 and 20 schools across Barbados who are implementing very healthy that will benefit the youth of our nation. May God continue to bless each and every one of you little ones as you continue on your healthy journey, and may God continue to bless our nation and help us to become a healthier and more prosperous people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Minister Ishmael. And I like that slogan, good health begins with me. I think we need to put it on our snack room door. No, we have healthy snacks, but I think we need to put it so that the children could remember it in all of the decisions that they make. We now move on to the exciting stage of this afternoon's proceedings, the presentation of awards to the schools being recognized today. I now invite Ms. Francine Charles, Dr. Archer Bradshaw, and the Honorable Davidson Ishmael to assist with these presentations. At this time, I also want to invite principals, Mr. Mears, Ms. Broom Christie, and our very own Mr. Wilson to receive these symbols of recognition for your outstanding work and achievements. Thank you. All right. Next, we present the coveted trophy to the school whose comprehensive proposal and execution of these healthy initiatives stood out above the rest. Dr. Del Riego, I invite you to make this presentation. The trophy goes to George Lamming Primary School. Mr. Wilson, please join Dr. Del Riego. Once again, congratulations to George Lamming Primary, St. Giles Primary, the Rock Christian School, and all other schools who have embraced healthy initiatives who would not have received similar recognition here today. To formally close today's ceremony, I now invite Mr. Brian Payne, Deputy Nutritionist at the National Nutrition Center, to deliver a vote of thanks. And I would have omitted earlier that Mr. Payne was also very instrumental in organizing today's proceedings. But sometimes when you miss out somebody, it's probably because you left the best for last. Mr. Payne.
Good evening, students. Again, thank you very much. I think my job here today is very easy, and it's really to thank you, students, thank principals. I also want to thank the Honorable Minister for his continued support, especially as we work at the National Nutrition Center to improve our reach to the Barbadian public. I want to thank Dr. Del Riego from PAHO for their continued support. Of course, without their support, this wouldn't be as possible as it is today. And of course, I want to thank the principals, one of who is a good friend of mine from Combamere. Mr. Stuart Mears. Again, but I really the thanks is to the students. And again, it was a pleasure working with everyone here. Really want to thank Principal Wilson, and I hope to do some work with you, especially going forward. I want to encourage, yes, I want to encourage the principals to contact us at the National Nutrition Center, and we are very happy to collaborate and help in every single way. Again, thank you very much.
There is indeed something special about the up and honors. Thank you, Mr. Payne. And thank you once again to our distinguished guests, staff, students, and everyone who contributed to this milestone. But as we celebrate this milestone, let's remember that this award isn't the end of a journey. It's a proud moment along a path that we will continue to walk together every day. Today serves as a reminder that when education and health comes together, we nourish not just minds, but entire communities. Let us continue to promote wellness, celebrate progress, and build healthier futures, one plate, one lesson, one policy at a time. Thank you.